keep it in the division, the Patriots. The Patriots, Rodney, I want to play a clip because you were really adamant about Will Campbell in the pre-draft process. Don't get caught up in Travis Hunter. Don't get caught up in this, that, and the other. Take a tackle in Will Campbell. Let's roll the clip. Here was Rodney. Rodney goes Will Campbell instead of Travis Hunter, which that's something that's been heavily debated. Rodney,
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes.
If I'm Mike Vrabel, okay, it's easy to go out and get Travis Hunter and now you try to decide, is he a wide receiver, is he a corner? But when you go get Will Campbell, you know what he is. He's your left tackle. He's going to grow with your young quarterback, and he's to me, he's the best. Him and Calvin Banks are the two best left tackles in all of football. So you get a young guy like that, you have your protection, and it's more about need at this point. You need offensive linemen. You need a guy that's going to come in and set the tone for your locker room. And what better way to get a young stud like Will Campbell?
Wow. I mean, what a great take. But how many shirts does Rodney own? That's the same shirt, not.
Well, I do have to give Rodney his props. So I disagreed on that. I'm always, let's take the weapon. Let's take the guy who can score points for us. But this was a good move for the Patriots. And it could show up on Sunday night because this is the way you need to play Buffalo. You need to go after them. And I think the mentality that Mike Vrabel has instituted there is paying off, Rod.
Yeah, Will Campbell wanted to be a Patriot. He wanted, and I just felt like he was the right guy. He's got a nastiness to him. He's a finisher, and just from an athletic standpoint, they talk about his short arms. And I don't know the difference between short and long arms, but at the end of the day, I thought he was a really good player that wanted to be in New England. And I thought that he would be a great fit to grow with Drake Maye. And it's been pretty solid thus far.
Yep. Saw him on the old rookie team this week. Didn't allow a single pressure in that game last week. And so it's just a game-changing thing. And we saw Joe Alt provide that kind of protection for Herbert as a young guy. And it changes the way he plays quarterback. He looked phenomenal. And then you saw Alt get hurt this past week, and everything looked different. And so that's the value of that. I see it nodding your head there, Coach.
Yeah. No, Justin Herbert looked like a different quarterback in the second half of that Giants game than we had seen in the first 3 weeks. And I think Drake Maye is playing with very, very much confidence right now.
Absolutely, Coach. You talk about Drake Maye, and you starting to see him come out of his shell. Mike Vrabel wanted him to be more of a leader, and you start to see him. He's doing the Cam Newton thing. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's directing traffic, he's bumping heads like Tom used to do with his guys. So I love the fact that he's coming out of his shell. And when you come out of your shell as a quarterback, the players embrace that because, especially with this dude, he's a good kid. So when he comes out of his shell, the players embrace it. They want him to play well. They want him to do well. And man, it's been fun to watch.
So now the question is, can they hang with Buffalo? I mean, that's the next obvious question. You play in that division. The rest of the team's not great. Miami, they look a little bit better. The Jets, they're struggling this year. Can you go hang with Buffalo? What do you think, Rodney?
Hang? Yeah, they can hang with them. And the Patriots don't have a lot of superstar players on the offensive side of the ball. Stephon Diggs probably being the biggest name, but they have two really good, outstanding tight ends that are big. They have three really good running backs. The offensive line has been playing solid. And I think Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator, he's done a really good job of doing a lot of the things that Drake Maye likes to do, moving the pocket, getting him outside the pocket, and allowing him to throw the ball down the field. And if that's not open, then Drake has been pretty smart. He's dumping the ball off to a tight end or a running back. So I like where he's headed, Coach.
Yeah, and I think they've got the perfect formula for this game. We were in Buffalo week 1. We talked to the Baltimore Ravens. What's your plan going to be? Run the ball downhill at these guys. They've got some downhill runners. Ramondre Stevenson, hang on to the football, but you can power it. You can run against these guys. And then when you get them where they have to defend that, now you take some play action shots. You go one-on-one, get Diggs there. Don't put it all on the passing game. Don't put it all on the pass protection. But I think they have a good formula to move the ball on these guys, Rod.
And defensively, I mean, Milton Williams, he looks as good as advertised. The secondary has kind of been a little up and down. Guys are starting to get healthy, but the Patriots and Mike, just the mindset of Mike Vrabel, they're going to go in there, they're going to compete. It's going to be a lot more competitive than what people think. They're not just going to blow the Patriots out.
No, it's tough to stop Buffalo's offense, but hey, if we've got the mindset, we're going to shorten the game, long drive, possess the ball. And the other thing the Patriots have, special teams. Okay, we've seen special teams make a difference all through this first month. And they've got a return game that is on fire right now. You can get a big play that way too and help your offense.
It's true.
If you're Bills Mafia, man, it's pretty sweet to have 2 primetime games at home in the first 5 weeks of the season. Obviously, that first one in week 1, it looked like they might lose the Ravens by 10 points. And then the last 3 minutes or so of that game, the comeback and what it's been just to spark and spring this team into this 2025 season, beating Baltimore. And now here they are again with the Patriots. Rod, are you going to pick the Patriots? I mean, you're a little high on them, but are you high enough to pick them?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably not. I probably not. Who knows when I get there, you know, the emotion talking to some of the players and coaches and things like that. But at the end of the day, they got to be able to stop Josh Allen. And we seen last week, Josh Allen completely take over the game. When he wants to take over the game, he takes over the game. And it's really difficult to stop him. The offensive line, they believe in him. He's got a host of weapons. Keon Coleman has gotten a lot better from last year. He's playing with extreme confidence. So, Coach, I don't know who you're picking, but I would say right now I'm kind of leaning toward the Buffalo Bills, real talk.
And no, logic tells you Buffalo, but let's look at their home games. Opening night, they're down, should lose the game to Baltimore. Okay, last week, New Orleans is not a great team, and they're right there with a chance in the fourth quarter before, as Rodney says, Josh Allen takes over. But I think the Patriots have a better team than the Saints, and the Saints had some chances. So, I think logic tells you Buffalo, but it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be there. I certainly didn't have Dallas scoring 40 points on Green Bay last week.
Yeah. True. Josh Allen takes over games right now to me in a unique way. Like I look at all the quarterbacks in the league. He is a little different to me right now. Like I feel like he's the best player in the world. Would anybody agree to disagree or agree to that? Go ahead.
1,000%. I was just thinking that as you were talking about. I said this guy's the best player on the planet. Period. I hadn't seen anything better than Josh Allen.
2-3 years ago, he was making plays, making those highlight reel plays, but then the bad turnover, the bad throw. He's eliminated those. And as Rodney said, I think he's a little more patient. I'm going to let my other guys do it until they really need me, and then I'll step up. But not turning the ball over with the ability to make those plays, I agree with you.
Yeah.
He's a problem. We're going to get to see that problem in person one more time. I can't wait to see you guys in Buffalo. We are going back to New York, and it's that other part of New York. We'll see you guys in Buffalo. No snow.
And going in October and not January.
That's true. It's actually pretty sweet when you think about it. FNIA podcast. We are out. See you on the field in Buffalo. Good seeing you guys.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.